Welcome, welcome to anybody that is here with me today. I woke up this morning and I thought that I wanted to start my day meditating before I even really got up to do anything. And even when I was waking up out of what I felt was a pretty good night's sleep. We won't go into all that, but it was interesting that my thoughts were still just there. Just so many things in life, right? So many things. My cat's at the door now. To think about. Just, it's amazing how active the mind is. And that is one of probably the top reason that we have stress in our lives is because our mind is controlling us and we are letting our mind control us, and we're so caught up in every moment of our being here on this planet, in this mind of ours. And that's okay sometimes, right? We need our mind. Our mind is so important. But it's also important for us to be able to control that process of our mind and how it has so much power to think about so many things and to really just control everything else in this body, because we're not just our mind, right? We have all these cells and organs and blood and plasma and lymph and, our bones and so many parts of our body that we need to keep healthy. And if we're just always caught up in our mind and our mind is just controlling us, and that's just creating stress, because thoughts create stress. Some thoughts are good, but a lot of thoughts aren't so good, and there's a lot of things that are stressful and we're thinking about them. And if we're just always caught up in that, then it's creating stress to every other part of this body that we embody. So it's very important to relieve some of the stress, control the mind. We have control over our minds, and not let our minds control us, so that we can have the best health and live the healthiest life, the longest life that we want to live, right? It's all about quality of life and how healthy we are so we can be happier for the long haul. So it was a little difficult just, waking up and being like, I'm going to start my day before I even touch my foot on the ground with a little meditation. And I don't know if it was maybe because when we start the day, we're like, oh, we have all these things we got to do. And, it's just like, that's the first thing on our minds, all the things that we got to do and da-da-da-da. But, ending the day sometimes when we're a little bit more sleepy and, we're a little bit more maybe wanting to relax at the end of the day. We feel like we've gotten some things done. Sometimes that can be an easier time to meditate. But I think the start of the day is very, very important too, just to kind of ground, get control of our mind and our thoughts and be like, no, I'm in control. I'm going to relax. Let spirit in too. Maybe get some insight for the day. It's also a very, very great time to do meditation. So I was able to just practice that a little bit. The best thing to do is get control of your breath. Listen to your breath. Be present with your breath. We all hold our breaths way too much. We don't even realize we're doing it. And when we're present with our breath, We're present with our body. We're letting the mind and the thoughts go for a minute so we can relax and reset our nervous system, which actually has been proven to just reset everything in the body and actually reverse aging, and cellular growth happens. And with cellular growth, we know that cancer cells can be diminished because we all embody cancer cells and we want to keep those at bay. And all of the organs just relax and have a chance to rejuvenate. So it's so important. So I just wanted to come here and share this because I'm going to be sharing a lot. And not right now, but in the future, I want to, practice sharing, because there's a lot to share and we all should share whatever we have to share. That's why we're here, to share with each other and to help each other. So let's do a little breath work, and then after that, we'll do some asana. Thank you for being here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out even further. Another breath in, as far as you can go, all the way down into the solar plexus. And then exhale out. Inhaling deeply, either through your nose with your mouth closed, tongue on the tip of or the roof of your mouth, or you can open your mouth just a little bit if you're having trouble or you don't like breathing through your nose. You can just open your mouth a little bit to let the air come through. Go deep, deep, deep into the belly, down into the root chakra, all the way down. Small breaths until you can't fill up anymore. Hold for a second and then exhale. Slowly let it come up all the way through your chakras, all the way up into your throat, and then out your head through your crown. Inhale again. All the way in, all the way down. Nice, slow and steady breath. Focusing on your breath, this alone will bring you back into your body, into the present moment. It's an instant way to not think about anything else and be present with yourself, with spirit, the universe, nature, and heal. The easiest thing you can do. Breathe. Couple more times, slow breaths, inhaling all the way down to the root and then exhaling all the way up, pausing in the throat and then out the crown. Release. See, now those breaths that we did together, weren't you just focused on your breath and nothing else? It was like in that moment of breathing, going back to listening to your breath and being present with your breath, it was like nothing else mattered. And I wasn't really thinking about anything else. I was focused on my breath. I was focused on my breath and focusing on your breath and that type of breathing all the way down to your solar plexus, holding for a moment, exhaling all the way up through your chakras, all the way out. You're focused on your body in that moment, and it only takes a couple of minutes a day. That is healing. That is healing that is free, that anybody can do. And if we all did that, we would be so much healthier and happier, because it relieves your stress, it lets it go, it heals it. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's proven, and it really does help. So I usually like to put music on in the background, and I may do that because I'm a music fanatic. But what's happening, and what's happened for a long time, when I make video, any recording, and I like to have my music, and then that's why TikTok's so great, right? If you can pick your music and then actually like do your thing to the music, and you don't have to like then edit it in later. But I always, when I go into video, if I'm on a device, I have music, of course it's going to cut the music, right? So sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm going to have my music, then I'm going to find that same song later, but then I gotta like find it, and I gotta download it, and then I gotta upload it, and then I gotta make sure it's not copyrighted, and da 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 da. And so it's a little tricky. I think I'll go ahead and have music. I have it on another device right now, and then I can just always put some other music, or maybe I'll find the same music, or whatever. It's just I love music, so I do really want to be present here with you, and I will just, I was kind of feeling out if I was going to just talk while I'm practicing, but I really think it's better to practice, and then I can edit in words later. So that's how I'm feeling again. And thank you for being here. And if you want to stay and do some asana with me, that would be great. Thank you. Hi, before we start the asana, I just rewatched what I just did with you, with the little breathing. And I noticed that I said solar plexus, which it's very important to breathe down into your solar plexus, which is about right here. But to go even further through the next couple of chakras, all the way down into your root, that's what I meant to say, is breathing all the way down into the root, which is your perineal area, and out, and then also through your crown chakra and out, just letting it go each breath. We do a hold here in the throat chakra, and then holding again in the root chakra. I think it's important just to go all the way, focus on, you're thinking maybe, oh, how does your breath go out those directions? But it's energy. It's the energy, releasing the stress or whatever you need to release through those chakras, with the intention of your breath, and pulling your breath down as far as it can go and up as far as it can go in each direction. All right, I just wanted to clarify that before we continue. Thank you.